Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
Ronnie Speed, yeah, Ronnie Speed, Ronnie Speed. When I drive, I make
video, and then where you were just showing all your 2500. I said, okay, all right, I said I can get with that.
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
when I drive, I make 2 racks a week. Ronnie Speed,
Man, what's going on, people?
60 hours.
Ronnie Speed coming back. Man, y'all know what time it is. Here we have another winner for the 2 racks a week challenge. Here we have Ryan, man. Ryan, do a quick introduction. Let them know what platform you drive on, your market, and how long you been driving.
I'm on Uber in Richmond, Virginia. I've been driving since November last year.
Okay, damn. All right, so
Yeah,
you
so I'm
yeah,
relatively new.
it's almost your year anniversary coming up, man. So
Um,
congratulations for making it
well,
this far. So what got you into the rideshare game?
COVID.
COVID.
I
Okay.
started off with I think the first thing I did was Lyft, and then I just kind of went down the rabbit hole of all the gig apps.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
and
just kind
what was you doing like prior to COVID?
of I own a website called I Make Fire Beats, and
Okay.
so I sold beats for years. I still do, but it's not my primary right now
Hmm.
because I was pretty much going viral during COVID, but didn't think COVID was gonna last as long as it did.
Hmm.
And slowly over time, it just kind of zapped the business. And so now it's like everything's in a rebuild process.
Okay.
The Facebook ad got restricted, so it's like now I'm learning a whole new platform. So it's. But I did that for about 10 years.
Okay. Nice, man.
Mhm.
Yeah. Shout out to the beat makers out there, man. I know a lot of people have been, into music that I've met as
Mhm.
like a side project or passion. But yeah, that's interesting. So you was selling beats, COVID slowed everything up. Then you switched over to doing rideshare. How did you figure out about rideshare? Because most people during that time of COVID, they're like, oh damn, Uber and Lyft, it's probably nobody going to work. I'm not even gonna attempt it. What made you
Um,
sign up?
Really just trying to find because I had a bunch of money saved up from the business, but
Hmm.
obviously if no money's coming in, that's not gonna last forever.
Right, right.
And so I was looking for a lot of different options, to be honest. I even worked at the post office for about 3 months.
Hmm.
3 months,
Okay.
hated it, and then it's like I don't know exactly what pushed me over to try it. I can't really remember. I just remember once I started, that's like all I did
Oh
every
yeah.
day.
Okay. All right, did. Nice,
Mhm.
man. And yeah, before we get started, like tell the audience exactly how much money did you make and how many hours did it take for you to make $2,000?
I made like a little over $2,000. I want to say it was like either 46 or 47 hours, something like that. It's something crazy.
Okay. Yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, that's
It was
pretty
it was
good.
under 50 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna have like the screenshot at the beginning of the video, man. So shout out to you, man. Like, how did that feel? Like, 40 hours or 47 hours, you made $2,000. First and foremost, how did you
It
even
felt
find the channel?
Man, digging around through YouTube because I was
Mhm.
already looking into like how to make more money. I was like, okay, I'm doing the Uber thing. How can I take it to the next level? Because it's like I felt like I can make more money.
Mhm.
Sometimes I could kind of tell by based off what I'm doing, like what a cap is at, and I didn't really see one yet with Uber. So I was just like, let me dig around on YouTube till I find something, and then I rolled across your channel.
Okay, nice, man. And you seen all the people out here making $2,000, and like once
Yeah,
you seen all
for
the
sure.
people making that money, like what type of things was going through your head?
Just get my cash flow back.
Okay.
'Cause I've made a lot of money in the past, but it's like outside of doing the music stuff, I never really found something that could really produce that much cash flow.
Hmm.
and then be able to do it like on command whenever you feel like it, especially if you're in the right market. I
Yeah.
could turn this on 3 in the morning and I get trips, you
Yep.
know. So it's just it's one of the first things I saw. I was like, this is almost as easy as my business. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that there's a little bit of labor to it. But even like, I mean, you sit in the car, like it's not that much like,
Right. Right.
so
Yeah. I completely understand that, man. And prior to you making $2,000, what was the most that you've made prior to finding my channel and everything?
on Uber.
Yeah, yeah, or either or Uber, Lyft. Like, have you ever made $2,000 before, or you
No,
found a channel?
not
You
not
like,
not
okay,
from gig work.
hmm
Not from gig work. I made a lot of money through my business, but not through gig work.
good man,
Uh,
hell yeah.
it was like I think the closest I got was I was doing multi-apping with DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub.
hmm
I think I made like three something in a day,
Okay,
which is crazy because now like 300 is like my minimum. That's the crazy part.
yeah. Man, trust me, man. I'm already knowing, man. And once, yeah, because it's normally like that, and that's how it kind of started for me. Like, I just had to push myself to like, damn, man. It was times where I had good days and I was making crazy money. Then I went home and I'm like, damn, I know I could have made more money. I wonder how much money I could have made. And, I just start, really grinding till they kicked me off the app. So talk about how did you go about, readapting your mindset so you can make more money? Like, so I know you've seen all these people who was making $2,000. So what did you have to change within yourself so you could make that amount?
So as far as like within myself, it's kind of like I kind of already had like the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It immediately, as soon as I saw how much I could make, I understood my schedule was messed up.
Okay.
I realized my schedule was the reason I wasn't really getting where I was trying to go,
Okay.
because I kind of like just kind of looked at what other people was working, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not really close to those hours, or. And so I was like, let me just take a day to see. Okay, let me see if I do 300 in a day. And so
Okay.
I told my girl, I was like, hey, look, I don't exist today. Like, don't. I got let me go figure this out.
Right. Right.
She was like, all right, cool, go do what you got to do. And then I think I had did like 350 in a day, and I was just like, okay. Then I got the next day, did it again, and I was like, all right, hold on now. Then that's when I kind of started to learn to like, catch the bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the bonus days, I'm doing, $500 days, six. I sent you a screenshot. I did $700.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember that. It was like
Sunday.
what, 35 trips or something, or was it?
It was like I think it was 30. No,
Oh, maybe it was a
might
40.
have been. I can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
can't remember. I'll have it on. I'll have it on at the beginning
yeah,
too.
it was
Mhm.
$700 on the Sunday. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I haven't did that.
Talk about that day, man. Like the day
I haven't did that
that's a
since
lot.
the business days. Like that's, but that day, it was really, I kind of already knew from the last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
The last Sunday I made $600.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I still had 2 hours to work. And I was the main thing was just like, I kind of, Friday and Saturday, I kind of took my quest to set up to where Sunday I finish it.
Okay.
So Sunday, no matter what, I'm doing 12 hours. If I do 350 and they add another 280 on top of it, I'm already in the 600. So as
Yes,
long as I
sir.
maxed out, I should push towards the 7 if I pick the right trips,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so that's what I did this Sunday, and it's $700, man.
$700, man.
It's crazy.
That's amazing, man. Did you call your girl? Like, look what I.
I showed her when I got home, but she's spoiled. She's seen like other stuff I done did, so
Okay, okay. So
she
she
was like,
already
"Oh,
used
that's
to it.
nice." I was like, "Okay."
Right, right. Yeah, this it's a totally different grind, doing this, man.
Yeah, it's different. The old days used to be every day like that, so it's just a little
Okay.
different now, but
Yeah,
still
yeah. So
good.
Yeah, yeah. Man, $700, that's damn good money, man.
Hell
You know,
yeah,
some people make that like within a whole week, and you know, you made that in a day.
exactly.
So congratulations. Real quick, like touch upon, you know, I guess some of the things that you learned about yourself as far as like, you know, the growth within this year from like, you know, driving, you know, sitting in the car, you know, changing your schedules, you know, working hard, you know, sometimes taking breaks and you like, damn, maybe I'll be done. Then you having that constant battle, like, nah, I'm just gonna go back out there and get it done. You know, talk about, you know, how you
Look,
grew
man,
as a
I got
person.
the Tesla, right?
Hmm.
So automatically, like you got to schedule your day based off the Tesla,
Right, right.
right? So automatically, I knew I was like, I got this big whiteboard, and I just started writing everything. Like, okay, how I'm gonna plan this day out, and then I would look at the opportunities on the app. So
Hmm.
whenever the promo will start for that day, like if they give you a plus $6 or $3 or $2 to ride,
Hmm.
that's why I base my schedule off of. So if I know they don't have a promo that hour, like that's my hour I'm gonna go charge,
Okay.
right? Because it's gonna take like 20, 25 minutes, go to 80%, and then I'm back on the road,
Yeah, that's smart. Hmm.
right? And so that way, by the time I'm done, I done already probably stopped at Panera, got me a drink, you know, and
Hmm.
then I'm back on the road for the next promo.
Hmm.
And so that way, I'm literally just riding the promos, and I base that off my schedule,
Okay.
right? So that's kind of what I realized. And then it's really just kind of understanding, like getting out that 40-hour week mindset. Like that's really that's stupid,
Yeah.
right? And because I was kind of doing it a little bit, but when I was like, when I work my business, I could work all day
Yeah.
because that's something I enjoy, and
Yeah.
but
Right. Right.
sometimes when you drive and it could get a little draining. But I was like, I could do 12, I could do 10 a day, like so I was like, all right, let's do 10. All right, let's do another 10. Let's hit 300. Let's see, we do 400. I started kind of making it like a game,
Yeah. Yep. You got to
And
gamify
so
it. Hmm.
and so some days if I know I ain't really feeling it, I'd be like, all right, let's just do 200. Let's go home.
Hmm.
Some days it ain't there, you
Right.
know, and you can't lie to yourself. You gotta all right, 200 a day, let's go home. Reset. So tomorrow we can have a big day. We can
Yes,
catch up
sir.
that 200. And then that way you're not lying to yourself. You're not gonna burn yourself out. And that's the big thing. Like people, a lot of fear about burning out, but it's hard to burn out if you pace yourself. Like everybody gotta take breaks.
Hmm.
But if you could pace yourself and you make your schedule to where you have your breaks, and you take your time to yourself, like that burnout ain't gonna really hit you like that.
Yeah.
But if you forcing yourself to work hours and you're not really being productive, it could really damage like a lot of stuff. Your sleep could be messed up,
Yep.
right? Or if you eating like a bunch of big meals, that was my problem. I was eating like big meals, and I was like, why am I so tired all the time driving? Then I switched up what I was eating, and then I started drinking less sugar drinks,
Hmm.
and then it kept my energy kind of balanced. And so once I did that, and then update my schedule, that's when the consistency came. Being conscious of what I'm doing that's slowing me down
Yeah.
on a day-to-day basis. So now it's like clockwork.
Yeah.
I just get up and go. I don't think about it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you said a lot. That's a lot to unpack. But I'm definitely gonna start with the burnout, and that's been like the boogeyman even for like myself, because you know from doing this, talking to thousands of people over the years, people, well, what if you get burnt out or
Yeah.
try not to get burnt out, and I think it was maybe like a short period of time where I felt like drained to a sense, like but
Mhm.
I was working like 84 hours a week for like 6 months.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
yeah, so I just had to take a step back and like you said, man, like you could feel it, man. Like you could feel it like your body and like your whole mindset isn't there. So if that happens, man, just end the day, do something that you enjoy doing, man. Like,
Right.
focus on the other idea. I mean, hopefully you have an idea And if you don't have an idea, you start to plan, start to create a vision. So it will be less, I mean, yeah, so you don't get burnt out. Because it's easier to get burnt out if the only thing you do is feel like you just driving.
Right.
You know, every single day you have nothing to strive for, no goals. You just driving, driving, driving. Then of course you will get burnt out because
Right.
you don't have a nowhere. I mean, you don't have a like a roadmap to where you see yourself in the future. So that's definitely key. Another thing, you definitely right about the meals, man. Like that's why like try to eat lighter meals because man, it's easy to chill out at a restaurant or especially
Mhm.
you're in a nice area. They got some nice restaurants. You just eating the big meals. You get lethargic. You get lazy. Now you need a nap, and
Right.
that could just kill your whole day, man. But yeah, man, it sounds like you learned, a lot about, yourself and a lot about, this whole, rideshare game, man. Like
Mhm.
that's what's up, man. Um, so in your opinion, why do you think other drivers don't make $2,000?
So I just had this conversation the night I did it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling my friend he just started. I just got him on Uber, and I
Good.
told him what to do. His first week he did like 1,700. So he'll
Ooh,
be he'll be
yeah,
close to the he'll
he
be
gonna
hitting the
get
two
there.
thousand soon. He
Mm-hmm.
gonna hit it soon. But I was telling him, I was like, too many people feel like they care about this motivation word, right? Like everybody looks for motivation and they gotta feel like doing it, but like that's really a phantom word because like no matter what you do, from Uber to working like Walmart or working on your business, like I built my business like 10 years doing my business. That's my passion. I loved it. It's gonna you're gonna have days where you hate it, but you still got to get up. You still got to go do what you got to do. Motivation can't be the thing that make you get up. It got to be whatever that thing is that you're working towards, So you can't look for motivation. You just whatever that thing is, that's just what it is. Like one of my sayings I say all the time is my schedule is my schedule.
Mm.
Because no matter how I'm feeling or what's going on, like my schedule is the same. Days I get up and I just like I don't feel like doing this. I'm still on the road. Like it's my schedule. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Facts, man.
if I'm feeling that like completely shot, then obviously take a day.
Yeah.
But if I know I'm BSing, then you know what I'm saying the schedule's the schedule.
Yep.
No matter how I'm feeling, like some days
Facts.
I just want to sit watch YouTube all day, and the
Yeah,
schedule
just
is the
chill.
schedule.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because it's
right.
so easy, especially like man, you got a couple racks in the bank account. You've been driving for 3 weeks straight. You feel like you deserve like a little reward for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But you still got to get out and because you got bigger stuff to do. You can't
Yeah.
you can't get lazy because as soon as you take one day, you're gonna chill this day. The next thing you know, oh, I'm gonna chill 2 more days, or
Yep.
I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go out a little later. Like you can't do that. Like your schedule is your schedule.
Yep.
If you say 6 o'clock every day, then 6 o'clock
I
every day.
like that.
You gotta you
Exactly,
gotta
man.
do it. That way it's gonna then if you don't do it, you're gonna feel like something wrong. Like, dang,
Yep.
I gotta
You
get out.
feel
It's
guilty.
9 o'clock.
You
What
feel
am I
guilty.
doing?
Yep.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
I think motivation is a dangerous word.
Yeah,
You gotta
man.
be careful with it. It can be good in some instances, but I think to for to get up and move, it can't be motivation. It's good if
Exactly.
you're already moving and doing, and you might need a little push to finish the day. But to get started, it just need to be whatever that goal is, what you're really passionate about, like why you doing it. Because Uber is a very great cash flow based system, so it can fund a lot of things that you want to do. So you got to go out there, stick to your schedule, make that money, and then invest that into whatever it is you really want to do.
Exactly, man. See, yeah, you got it down packed, and you right, man. People like motivation. How do you stay motivated? And motivation, fuck motivation. Motivation is a feeling.
Right.
It's a feeling. It's all about disciplines because disciplines involves action. You taking action, you getting up, you getting after, regardless of how you feel. And yeah, like it's nothing wrong with taking like a day off or something, but make sure you get back out there. Don't be packing on days and days and days, and because
Right.
it will kill your consistency, it will kill your mindset, and it will kill your momentum. So you definitely want to get out there and hit it, man, because you're not always gonna feel motivated. And another thing,
Yeah,
like to add to it, why I think people don't make 2,000 is one, they unaware, and two, they listen to like negative people, you know, or they have a negative mindset because even if they do see like somebody else making it, regardless is myself or somebody else that I brought on the channel, now they have a decision to make because some
right.
people they're gonna hate like, oh, he full of shit, or they capping, you can't make this, or what about this? They try to find ways to disqualify it, and it's like, they're not open minded, so they block the blessings that they could have, man.
Right.
So, yep, you 100%, right on that, man. And it's unfortunate for a lot of people.
I mean, that's how it is.
Hmm.
I could tell somebody exactly what to do to make a bunch of money, but they'll still go out and do the same thing. You know,
Yeah. So which
they
which
they own their own mind gonna stop.
Yep. Hey, always, man. So what's your why, man? What's your big why? Like, how do you just like stay out here? Because I know it's been times it's hard, but you keep, being consistent, staying disciplined. But I
Oh,
know
I
it's
do Uber.
something, yeah, like how you just stay out here and just
I'll
keep
be dead
grinding.
honest with you. I'd
Yeah,
be
go
dead
ahead.
honest. During the pandemic, my business was clearing 30,000 a month.
Ooh.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, it hasn't been nowhere close.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a difference in lifestyle going from that back down to like, I don't want to say regular, but you know what I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And so looking for that thing that can cash flow my personal expenses so that my business can bootstrap itself so I can keep reinvesting my profits back into my business without having to use it for my personal life.
Right.
That's what Uber's for. So as I experiment and I test Google ads or TikTok, or I might do Instagram influencers and I run tests, I might spend a couple hundred here to see what happens or that. Like Uber allows me to pay my personal life so it doesn't interfere with my business. Right. And so that's the biggest reason why I could get up every day and do this, no matter how I feel, because I already know as soon as my business get back up and running, it's like that's checkmate.
Yep.
Because I was already there. Like most people are trying to build to a dream. I done already lived it and then I
Mm-hmm.
lost it. So this is me rebuilding it again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the why. And it's because a piece leaves when you lose that much money.
Yeah, yeah.
but but it's all about the process.
Right.
One of the biggest things I that kind of gave me motivation when I needed it, because after your business starts to do bad, you feel a certain type of way because you put your all into it.
Yeah.
But I saw this interview with T-Pain say he lost over $40 million and he had to rebuild it all back. And I was like, man, I can't imagine, having so much success and all this stuff, and then to lose it all and you got to rebuild it back. So it made me kind of like, suck it up, man. Go out there and figure it out and find out how you could do it, and because it stings for a while, but then after a while, you like, all right, let's go do it again. Let's get
Yeah.
back on that bike, you know.
Right.
And so this is just me reintroducing myself back into the business world, you know, rebuilding my business all over again, which it has been fun. It kind of brings me back a couple years back because after the business started running, you kind of forget what it was in the earlier days.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to figure things out, see what products work, and what's going to make the money and how you build your sales funnel out. I kind of forgot how that was, and so now I get to kind of be a rookie all over again, and it's been a cool process. It's been stressful, but it's been cool to kind of like grow again.
Mm.
So that's why I could Uber all day and never get tired of, because I know what's on my back end.
That's powerful, man. Damn, that's powerful. I'm so glad that you shared that, with us, man. Because 30,000 now, you like rebuilding and back up. You still positive because some people they don't just gave up. You know,
I
they
mean,
just
but
gave
I ain't,
up.
I'm not gonna front. Like it's been times I was like, man, because to rebuild again, it's like, man, I put when I say everything about like my whole life evolved around.
Hmm.
And it's like, do I have to do that again? or can I be smarter about it, or like can I like I didn't miss family gatherings to build this business and all that. Then when you lose it, you like, dang, I could have spent time with this person and that person, this person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now it's like but I get to look at it and say, okay, I could do this different this time, you know. So it's almost like a redemption, like I get a second chance to do it a better way.
Yeah.
So it's just stuff I think about because you when you're in the motion of working and doing Uber, it's like sometimes it could just get like a robot.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But if you start like kind of just remembering, like, okay, maybe I could go to this function, or maybe I could go see this person and not feel like I'm losing money. Because sometimes I'll be somewhere like, dang, man, I'm losing $150 right there.
Yeah.
Like if you
Right.
miss a day, that's like that's a lot of money going right now.
Right.
But you know, you can't always be like. Sometimes you got to live too. So this is just a good experience for me to kind of come back down to earth and kind of do it all over again.
Yeah, man. Damn, I like that, man. So why didn't you quit?
Why didn't I?
Yeah, like you could just, like I said, you could just throw in the towel, but he was like,
Because it's fun.
yeah.
That's the crazy
You like
part,
the
bro.
game. You like the
Because
game.
the Uber part fun, the business part fun, and then I met people through doing all this stuff. Like I'm gonna tell you, the craziest thing is like I was DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
I did like food apps. I got like close to 4,000 deliveries like in a year,
Mm-hmm.
like all last year. In the process of that, I had got to the point to where like I needed a vehicle real bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I got on Turo and
Mm-hmm.
I rented a car for a week on Turo, ended up meeting this guy, and me and him been so cool. I'm helping him with his Turo business. And now we got a restaurant we building together. You know what I'm saying?
That's lit.
Here in Virginia. And it's just like I now met people, and now it's business stuff going on. I'm branching out into a lot of other stuff. And it's like now my music world can come into other businesses, and I'm doing these designs for like barbecue and stuff I ain't never think I'd be doing. So it's like it's just when I started seeing that happen, that's when I was like, okay, I'll do this gig stuff. And when you drive Uber, you pick up all type of business people. Ton of them, especially like because I got the Tesla, I got the Uber Comfort. So they always requesting. I ask a million questions. What you do for a living?
Yep.
Ain't got no shame. What you do
No,
for a
you
living? You
can't,
don't
man.
mind me asking?
You can't, man. Mm-hmm.
And
And
it man, they'll tell you everything
yep.
too.
And it's crazy because I tell you this all the time to like passengers. I don't know if I said it on my channel, but if I have, I'm gonna say it now, man. If you are driving, man, you have the opportunity to come across thousands and thousands of people, man. So it's like in essence, you get to do your own market research. And I understand why, because some people may sound like crazy, like, dang, you nosy, but it's like you talk to people all day, you just so comfortable with asking the questions. Like, fuck it, I'm just gonna ask them, like, what you do? Y'all asking me questions about this car and do you like the
Right.
car and all this
How
stuff. And
many
yeah, yeah,
miles? How often you
yeah,
gotta charge it? All right. So what you
exactly.
do?
Yeah, exactly. All of my business, I'm gonna be in your business too.
Right.
But it's not the fact that I really don't care, but it's more so for myself. And like, okay, so what are people doing? What are they interested in? What they got going on? It's like you learning and you observing. So like, I like the fact that you brought that up, and like the fact that you did it, because you have to be curious, man. You got to figure
You
out
got
what the hell
to.
is going on
I tell you one
and ways you
thing
can
that
make money.
a lot of people should do. If you getting your finances together, right?
Hmm.
You start picking up some of these business executives or regional managers who got a lot of money, they've got their stuff together. Start asking them about, hey man, what kind of credit cards do you recommend? Right? What kind
That's a
of
good
banks do you
idea.
recommend to do loans and stuff like that? Where can I go to get a good business trade line? Like where can I build a good relationship? Because they gonna know,
Hmm.
right? It ain't just about like, oh, I'm gonna drop this person off. They got a lot of information that they probably don't even think about as important. That could be very important to you, especially when it comes to banking. Because you're already making a lot of cash. If you could find out how to turn that cash into credit, that's a whole nother topic. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. See, I like this, and the reason why I like doing these calls, man, is because like people are like minded. They try to
Mm-hmm.
find solutions. You know, they don't make excuses, and you know that's what I like about like these winners, man. Because so, of course, the flip side of that, I'm pretty sure you came across content people complaining they just want stuff, and it's like, man, I don't have time to complain. That don't do
That's
nothing. I need
everything.
solutions, man. And
People gonna complain about every. You can find the nicest video on YouTube is gonna have dislikes.
right, right,
That's it. Like
right,
that's
man.
just people, man.
Damn, man, that all kind of game, man. But I know you about to get back on the road. Knock out these last few trips. But man, I appreciate the game, man. Lead the audience with some last words of wisdom or inspiration. It's for all the new people who's gonna be seeing this and they're beginning their journey of driving Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, whatever.
I'm gonna tell you like this. All right. As long as you keep moving, like as long as you understand that if you got your health about you and you got your brain about you, as long as you keep moving, whatever strategy you put in place, if you really give it real effort, make a real strategy, like don't BS yourself. Make a real strategy, right? It don't matter if you gotta watch 1,000 YouTube videos or read 1,000 blogs or you gotta go to Barnes and Noble read books. Make a real strategy. As long as you got your health and your mind about you, it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't seen it. I didn't did it. I didn't did it several times. Like it will work. It's gonna be times you're gonna hit brick walls and you're gonna be like, I can't figure it. I can't figure it. I can't figure this out. And then one day you're gonna wake up and it's just like, oh, okay, did it.
Yep.
And then
Like
you'll
something just
look
hit
back
you.
and you like I told my girlfriend today, I was like, it's crazy now I think about it. Some years back, the money I pay in expenses today is what I was hoping I could make in my business like years ago. And I was like, man, you don't even think about it because now you so far ahead of what you was scared of that you can't even, you know. I'm gonna tell you one story and then I gotta go.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
so because it shows like your brain don't even realize it. And it's kind of it's not a bad story,
Mm-hmm.
but it happened. So when I was running my business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is rolling, stuff like that. And for some reason that day, my sales was down.
Mm-hmm.
Sales down. I called my homeboy. I'm furious. I'm mad. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm looking at the numbers. Everything looked like it's supposed to be good. I'm trying to hit my daily average. I don't understand what's going on. He's like, what's wrong? Like, he's like, how much you at for the day? I was like, man, I'm at like 850. He's like, bro, shut up. I said, what you talking about? He said, bro, you made 850 today. Today. He's like, bro, people don't make that in a week, bro. And I had to catch myself because you get so when you get tunnel vision, you get so far ahead of what you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, yeah.
that you gotta really like catch yourself and you gotta think like, damn, like I came such a long way, but it's because I had a strategy and I kept focused on it. You might have to do tweak here and there, here and there, here and there, but you gotta keep focusing on it. You keep focusing on it, you're gonna get to the next part, and then next thing you know, you're gonna be complaining about stuff that you wish you had when you first started. And you look up, you're like, dang, it's a crazy feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody can do that. But you gotta really don't BS yourself. Make a
Yeah.
real strat. You gotta have a strategy. Don't nothing happen without a plan.
Yep.
So that's the main thing right there.
Yes, sir. Man, I couldn't agree with you, man. That's perfect, man. Like I always say, man, y'all got to come up, develop a plan, create a vision for your life, man, and like really try things. Don't be afraid to try different things. If something don't work, move on to something else quickly. Don't sit there and wait and be all miserable and feel sorry for yourself. You don't got time for that, and it does nothing for you, man. Just move on to
Right.
something else, and it's gonna be ups and downs. You're gonna have to learn to overcome adversity. But the key is never give up. You heard Ryan himself, like he was making all this money. He had to readapt. He could have just easily gave up and quit and rolled over, but nope. He a fighter. He kept fighting, and he's willing to figure it out, man. That's what this channel represent, man. You know, figuring things out, getting shit done, taking action. We not making no excuses, no complaints. We understand there's gonna be ups and downs, but we ready for it, man, because we never gonna give up, man. But I want to thank you once again for coming on, man. Thanks for, sharing your knowledge, your story. Another winner for the 2 racks a week challenge. Shout out to Virginia, and over and out. Holla back. Peace.
2 racks a week. Ronnie Speed. Yeah, Ronnie Speed. 60 hours. 2 racks a week.